Hello, it's time to finish off clearing out the greenhouse. One last push will do it. I cleared some of the junk and pieces that were at the front of the hedge so that I can cut the hedge back and apply more wood chips. This is all the stuff that came out of the greenhouse, waiting for the next skip day so I can get rid of them. Some of this wood can be burned and the rest can be thrown away. Right, that's all cleared. And I've cut back the hedge. There's a greenhouse on the other side of it, and south is this way. There's the sun, so we don't want this too high or too thick because you don't want it sort of blocking the sun going into the greenhouse. I'll bring some clippings. They're not wood chips, they're more pine clippings, but they'll do to suppress some of these weeds, and I'll pull off the odd weed that comes up. But then this front bit will look neat, obviously, once all this rubbish is gone. I'll wood chip this corner. It's a good thick 10 centimetres. That'll stop any weeds coming through this bit. This bit I'll have to wait till the skip day. And then I move this from here. And guess what I found underneath it? More bloody carpet! How bane of my life is carpet. So I'll deal with that. The tenant that was here from the Second World War till a few years ago left a lot of stuff like this. Obviously it's rusty, so it's no good for food. You know, he's been there for decades. And then recently Tim took over, so this stuff has not been cleaned out for decades. But this scoop is actually quite good. Lifting that decades old stuff, and it's better than a shovel because you can get right in. But you know, there's like centimetres of accumulated rubbish, and it is rubble. I'm getting there. The corner's near and that corner's there, so another good bit and I'll be done. Once I got here, I'm looking down, trying to get rid of all the cobwebs and stuff that's been here over the years. I noticed they have actually put bricks. When they built this greenhouse, the base of it, they laid bricks and they put them long ways, some of them, so that people could build benches on them. So they obviously thought ahead, which was quite clever, so that when you put benches in, you've got the supports built in. So basically all you need is a couple in the middle, because the ends, that side is all done, and even this end is done. It is actually a brick, so it's good solid supports. So all it needs is a couple of ones on the ends in the middle, and that's it. Good solid benches. One more job is to get rid of all these brambles that are coming in from outside. So I'll go outside and clean those up. It'll take 2 minutes. Now at some point I'll have to clear all this stuff from the edge because there are all these brambles coming in. So what I'm going to do for the moment is get some of this stuff. As you can see, it's in there, and this one. So if I pull these out, come on, buggers. Okay, a couple here, one there, and in here. I've reached the corner, so now time to pull this nettle out. And this bramble, hey, it's come out by the root. So this has come out. Right. The greenhouse is tidied up and we're back down to the floor. Now this bit, don't know what's happened in the past. There's a bit of concrete there and concrete up to here, but then there's a bit of a sort of knobbly bit there. It's stone, so I don't know why I didn't quite concrete over the whole thing, but all the accumulated crud of decades is gone. The benches are all set, ready to go. We've got the trays and stuff ready to go. And that side, those are Tim's, they're gonna go away, those two, possibly that one, so I can get some more. There's a bit of bramble left there, but pull the rest out so there's no brambles in here. That pane of glass I can repair at some point, but I need to go and cut the brambles from the other side, because obviously there's a privet there at the back, but that's not an issue till later in the year. There's a couple of dry bits there, I'll have to pull them out. I've cut them from the other end, but once I get my thick gloves on I'll pull those out. I miss those. So yeah, I'm happy. It actually feels different to walk in here and not look at all the pots and rubbish and all sorts that was here. I can get in, I can put the plants in, and got more growing space, more foot space. I can walk along here and not trip up over things, which is great. And the shed is, well, it's organised a bit better. It's not tidy, there's stuff in here, I don't know what's what, but that's not a problem for the moment. The stuff is all here, apart from the out and out rubbish. There's a lot of stuff that I don't know what's what and what needs keeping and what's Tim's, so a lot of stuff is staying here. These shelves are tidied up, but it's riddled with woodworm and rotten away, so I'm not going to bother trying to patch it up. I'll wait till it just falls over and then I'll replace it. But yeah, it just completely feels and smells different. The dank smell that was in here is gone, and once it dries out a bit more, once the sun gets to the floor and dries it out, it just feels and smells different. It just feels a bit more like a proper greenhouse now. I'm a lot happier. These are some of the bits of the hazel that was cut down. Now these pieces are no good for the bean trellis, because by the time I try and get a straight piece out of it, it's too short. So these bits are no good. But there are 4 branches that are okay, so what I'm going to do is keep these 4 and use them. I don't know whether to keep them as they are and grow peas up them, which would make sense because we've got enough for beans, so I might just keep them as they are and just let the alderman peas, which are quite tall, just scramble all over them. Another quick little job. I think I will clear some of the bramble along this area, because that is brick, and if it's level enough I can put the barrel here, and it's got all sorts of rubbish growing back there, but I'll deal with that. If I can clear some of this brambles along this edge, I'll be happy, because I'm planning on putting the weed tea and comfrey tea barrels here and just leave the bath where it is. I'll see what I can do when I'm clearing this spot. This barrel that was full of duckweed and rubbish, and then I found a lid for it, so I'm going to clean it up, and it can be used for storing compost in the greenhouse. Not the bag compost, the stuff I'll make myself, just for potting stuff up. So give that a good clean and take it from there. A high pressure rinse directly from the tap should clean this up nicely. These shelves that were in the greenhouse need a good clean and a hose down. It's coming up a treat. Well, it's almost as good as new. Pretty clean. Had all that crud and algae on it, but it's a bit more presentable now. So I can use that as storage or to put germinating seeds on in the greenhouse where they don't need sunlight. Well, that's the greenhouse cleared, cleaned and ready to be used. And I've actually got a few things in the greenhouse, so I'm happy. In the next video I'll do a little bit more clearing up and prepare to put some raspberries in. So goodbye for now and come back soon.